What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You're here today because you are dying to know, just like everyone else, if mortgage rates will ever drop back down below that sweet 3%. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button down below so you can stay updated on all our new videos. So to answer this question, we have to understand where rates have been. Let me paint you a picture on why today's rates may not seem so bad. Back in 1981, mortgage rates soared as high as 18.5%. I promise you don't need to get your ears checked. You heard me correctly, 18.5%. If you're worried about buying a house now, imagine what it was like back then. The 1970s and 80s were a different world, with rates staying stubbornly in the double digits all the way through the early 1990s. Now, when we jumped to the 2008 financial crisis, as devastating as it was, it led to something completely unprecedented. The Federal Reserve slashed rates to historic lows to stabilize the economy. This started a trend that eventually brought us those incredible sub 3% interest rates. But the thing that most people don't realize is that those ultra low rates were completely abnormal. Those were emergency measures, not the new norm. The truth is, when we look at the bigger picture, the average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage over the last 50 years is between 7 and 8%. Now, inflation and mortgage rates are very closely linked. When inflation rises, lenders have to increase their rates to maintain profits. This is why the Fed often raises rates to fight inflation. For example, when inflation reached 9.1% in June 2022, mortgage rates climbed sharply as lenders added in an inflation premium. Even the expectation of future inflation can cause rates to rise, as lenders try to stay ahead of anticipated economic changes. Even if the rates don't go back to 3%, that doesn't necessarily mean that housing is unaffordable. In 1981, when rates were at 18%, the median home price was only around $70,000. Today, with rates around 7%, our buying power is actually way stronger in many ways, even with higher home prices. The reality is, trying to predict mortgage rates is like trying to predict the weather a year from now. It's a very complex thing. But what we do know is that rates are cyclical. They go up and they come down. So, will we see 3% again? While it is possible during another economic crisis, it's probably not something to bank on in the near term. But here's the thing though, waiting for those perfect rates might mean missing out on building equity or finding your perfect home. Remember, there's always the option to refinance if interest rates drop. The most important thing for you is finding a house that you love with monthly payments that fit your budget.